Welcome RACKlette to the Swiss booth at the Supercomputing 19 conference. Just half an hour ago, I have heard of people screaming in the background, and I think that was because the student cluster competition did finish. So are you happy with the results of your team? Let's start with Thorstein.
We don't know whether we are happy with the outputs we've produced because we can't compare it to the top teams because they're not very outgoing and with releasing their results. But we are happy with the amount of stuff we were able to run. So that's good. We achieved good utilization of what we had, of the resources at our fingertips.
Valeria, this is your second time participating. What is the biggest difference to ISC 19?
Yes, it's my second time participating. I think at ISC we were really jumping into a new experience and didn't know what we had on our hands. And this this competition is more challenging. I find that with respect to ISC because it's 24/7, and also there are power outages, and there were more than one. But I think it was a very interesting competition also because the inputs that we received were real problems that we had to reason on. So I thought that was very interesting, and I had a very good time.
And Emir, you are the newcomer in the group. How could you integrate in the team that was already working together last year at the ISC? Has been easy?
I didn't have any difficulties. I mostly worked on VPIC, so I was probably mostly the only one working on that one application. So I didn't have much problems with distributing the workload since I was just responsible for that application. And I think I did fairly well. We did fairly well in that application because I was walking around to SCC booths and asking other teams how well they were doing, and up until now, I didn't hear from a team that got that much further than us. So I think on at least that application, we are going to be the leading ones. And other than that, I also helped to build a monitoring setup right here at SE. We didn't have it, so I had a Raspberry Pi on my backpack laying around. I just plugged it in, and we could do some really beautiful monitoring stuff, which really helped us tuning the applications and benchmarks.
Perfect. Let's go a little bit more technical. Are you happy with the hardware that you did select for this competition?
Well, that's a little complicated because, overall we had a higher idle power consumption, which caused us to have a lower LINPACK score. So we will definitely rethink our hardware choice for the next time. We will probably take out some of the more power-consuming parts that we didn't use this time. So there's still definitely room to improve.
Oh, that's good. So this morning we have read an article where Hussein was compared to some sergeant in the Full Metal Jacket. What is your impression about Hussein? How is he helping you, and is really so heavy?
Yeah, Hussein really for sure wants us to have great results, but I'm not sure if the comparison with that movie character is on spot. But what is certain is that we've been working a lot together with Hussein, and we've learned a lot from him and his experience working with clusters and administrating systems. And especially I've been exchanging a lot of, I've had a lot of contact with him because I've been working with him together on the benchmarks and get our file system faster and better for the storage benchmark we've been running this SE competition.
Another important person also in the background, the foreground, is Professor Thorstein. How did he help you in this competition?
Professor Höfler gave a lecture about parallel programming at ETH, and this sort of motivated us for the high performance competition. So I think without him, we wouldn't even be here. During the conference, he was very busy, and he still is very busy. He has many presentations to give. So he's really in the background. But I do think he wants us to succeed, and he wants us he wants to see us on the stage.
And I think part of the success, and without the sponsor would not be possible to do what you did, because it's a lot of money behind this. So we know we have sponsor for the hardware, we have sponsor for your travel, we have really very many people helping you. And I would like to finish now thanking all the sponsors together, and wishing you all the best for tomorrow, and we will know what your placement will be. And hope RACKlette, hope Switzerland.